Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, is it my audio
Yeah, yeah.
clear?
So, hello and welcome to this maiden episode of Principal's Perspective. Uh, and we have been joined in by Dr. Sangeeta Chatterjee, ma'am, right from the land of Ma Kamakhya Devi from Guwahati, Assam. And as we had said in our introductory note, that principals, the honorable principals, as privileged community builders, they are privy to a very distinctive, very distinguished perspective, which somewhere remains hidden in the huge workloads out there. So today we would be having a elaborate conversation with Dr. Chatterjee as to how her journey as an academician flourished and how she landed up at I would say the prestigious role of a principal, how the role of a principal has got so intertwined and so industrious, probably in the advent of NEP 2020 and a host of other questions. I would now request Dr. Surbhi, the Honorable President at Rethink India Institute, to formally welcome Dr. Sangeeta Chatterjee, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Welcome on board, Dr. Sangeeta Chatterjee. We welcome Madam Honorable Principal, Guwahati Public School, to the Principal's Perspective talk show series. And it is our privilege and pleasure to hear the insightful journey and opinions and views and about her entire persona. It's a great moment to unravel the principal's perspective. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining in, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just a brief professional introduction of Dr. Chatterjee. Dr. Chatterjee was born and brought up, I would say, in the mining city of Ranchi, one of a very lovely destinations of, I would say, the central India, the seat of Yogada Satsang, as we all know, the global seat. It all emerged from there. And very beautifully, when I was looking at ma'am's biodata, she is very a place of proud about her parents and her husband. She has written their elaborate names, which we rarely find actually. So born to Nikhil Kumar Mukherjee sir and Indu Mukherjee ma'am. And Dr. Chatterjee is married to Sabyasachi Chatterjee sir in Delhi. And she has she's a doctorate, as we all know, the high, I would say, institution, the higher qualification, and she has a multidisciplinary educational, I would say, portfolio backing her stupendous credentials. She's a master's in business administration. She also holds a law degree, and she comes from the commerce background. She holds a master's in commerce and obviously the bachelor's in education. So quite an intertwined set of education she has acquired, and she's been devoutly working as an academician. And for the last one decade, she has been acting as a principal at the Guwahati Public School, Guwahati. So welcome, ma'am. And the first and the foremost question is like, what drew you to the fascinating world of academics? Because with so much of professional qualifications at your hand, you could have pursued any other careers over there. But what really instigated you to pursue so dedicatedly on the forefronts of academics?
Basically, it's attract with the means academic line is attracting me, but whatever I learn from my teachers before leaving the world, I must give to the world. So the education is such a thing which I can give to anyone, any moment. And education means like I feel to be busy with my children. Whatever I learn as a commerce background, you might know that I have no opportunity to teach the children of the junior classes. So I got my first offer to teach in 11, 12 when I was very small. My age was like only 22. And I was very scared to go inside the class when I see 16, 17 years old children are sitting over there. And from there, I come to know that what a pleasant moment to when you are teaching someone, and from the very beginning, I took the teaching as a fun, learn and earn. Fun is the studies, learn is the lessons, and earn is the knowledge. So in class, I started mixing with my children in a very friendly way. Because when I started my career, they're only 17 years old and I was 22 years old. So only 5 years elder than my children. And I used to be with friends with them. And then I feel, oh, it is such a friendly relation I can create being a teacher. So in any other organization, I have to maintain a proper subordinate and boss relationship. But here the relationship with the student and teacher, sometime a sister, sometime a mother, sometime a friend. So I can maintain so many relations with my children. So that attracts me from when I was only 22, immature one, I must say that.
What a lovely, fascinating story, like fun, learn and earn, and the management paradigm, what madam is initiating, that you are a part of the students. It's like in the Indic paradigm, the guru and the shishya, they are together in the form of learning. And that is what really fascinated. So ma'am, how a bit about your personal journey. So how come from Ranchi in Jharkhand and landing up to Guwahati, the entire journey, your educational and professional journey, our viewers and we all would like to know a bit more about that.
Actually, I started my career in Jharkhand, Ranchi only. And there I worked. First, I started working with a school there only for 3 months. At that time, there was the maternity leave was given 3 months to the ladies that time, in our time. Okay. And one teacher, she is gone for maternity, a commerce teacher, and the principal of that school was my mother's friend. And she came to our house and she told me, I have a vacancy for vacancy for 3 months. You come and teach my children. That is my first journey towards my career. So I went there and I got 800 rupees as a salary in my hand. And that day I was thinking, I'm Tata Birla, what to do with this money? So much of money. How I will spend this? What to do? Like that means at that moment, that immature brain, with the immature brain, I start thinking so many things. And that 3 months journey, that is a teaching journey, is like become a like mantra for me, that I want to be with my children. I want to be in a school. I want to be with the kids. I want to teach them. All these things came inside my mind. And then I said, okay, fine, I have to go there. And actually, my husband is working in the central government. So he is often getting transfers from here to there. And with him, I was also roaming here and there because I was married in a very early age. So my husband was not ready to leave me. Now the girls are getting a lot of opportunity to work somewhere other places. But in our time, it was not there. So wherever my husband is going, pack the luggages and go with him. So then we've gone to many places with him. And then in 1999, we came to Guwahati,
Okay.
transfer. And in 2000, I was in the family way. So I stopped that, means going with him, I stopped that idea. And I told him that I will not travel now because I'm not in a position to travel. So I will stay here. And that was my decision to staying in Guwahati. And then I work in many other schools. And 11 years I worked for Maria's Public School in Guwahati. Then I worked for other schools. And then after my son's birth, I left the job also because there was no one at home to look after. And again, when he's like little grown up, and my mother also helped me. So that time again, I have decided to join. Once I got an offer, so I joined back again.
Lovely, lovely.
I mainly taught in 11, 12, commerce school.
Commerce.
And yeah,
Yes, yes.
commerce school. I taught them.
I think perhaps late last night when the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam got passed even from the upper house of the parliament, perhaps a new work culture is going on the anvil, more innovative, I would say practices would perhaps be coming from
Actually,
the...
I accumulated all my qualifications after my marriage.
Okay.
People generally say that after successful man, there is an woman. But I must say that after my success, my husband is there. So he helped me a lot. His support, my in-laws support helped me a lot. So my success means, before, if I'll talk about my success, behind my success is my husband. There is a male behind successful women, there is a man. So I must say that it is a reverse story. Generally, people say that every successful man, there is a woman. But in my case, it is a reverse story.
I think I would bring in Dr. Surbi at this point. Perhaps she would like to ask a question on this.
Absolutely. And I would like to say, ma'am, that, the Shiv Shakti, Rupak of our society and of our pantheon is very much evident, with all our women, the women in our society, that, especially from your story, it is so well elucidated that the Shiv Shakti, that the Shakti is there with the Shiva's consciousness. So that is the beauty of it, that where a woman is behind the success of a man, so similarly, a man is also behind the success of a woman. Mutual. Lovely, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Because you have traversed two beautiful, lovely cities of central and east, and perhaps the northeastern India. So how do you contrast the locales of Ranchi vis-a-vis Guwahati? We would like to know more about it, because
similar weather. Yeah. Now the Ranchi has become hot after the industrialization and all. But Ranchi was known as, earlier it was under Bihar. And that time it was known as summer capital of Bihar, Ranchi. And same way, Guwahati's weather is also equally good. Although it is a rain-prone area, but the weather comparatively with other place, I really love the weather and natural beauty of this state. Some natural beauty means it's excellent. Like if you come and see the greeneries and the pollution-free areas, so I really love that. So means there I can make out that I left Ranchi a long back. Now it is not like that when we were there. Now it is quite different, and now Ranchi is also very hot during summer days. So, but the Guwahati and Ranchi, weather is same, and the natural beauty in Ranchi and Guwahati is almost same. So the weather-wise, culture is also very good. There also people are like respecting each other. There also have seen, here also I've seen the people are respecting each other. There are very nice people staying here, very cooperative, very nice. And I cannot explain, like you will never feel that you're an outsider. They're always like calling you. And I was very big zero in Bihu dance, but here I learned Bihu dance with my children. How to do Bihu dance. Even we don't know anything, they're calling us and teaching us, ma'am, you teach dance like this. So these are the things which is attracting me like anything. It will say that hospitality of this state is very good, that I must say.
Okay, okay. So you have been around almost 2.5 decades, would be coming closer when you are in Guwahati, the land of Ma Kamakhya. So how you have seen this city, this northeastern city evolve and the entire region evolve in terms of economy, in terms of I would say entrepreneurial opportunities over there. How you've seen the development coming all the way, because principals are at that vantage. They see, they interact with a larger community of people, their students, their families. So how you have seen the development and economic prosperity flourishing out here?
23 years back when I came, yes, there was a less industry and there was a less opportunity of economic development. But now, presently, if you see, there is a hell and heaven difference. It means when I came in 1999 and now the entrepreneurs are doing very well here. And the tea, which is main production of Assam, that is tea, they are really doing very well in tea industry. And recently I visited also one tea industry with my children as an industry visit for commerce children. I also went, and they're really doing the export also. So when I come to know this, they are doing this, I really feel proud of them that yes, I'm staying in a city where and there's not very age is like 20 is 36 37 years old boys, they're working, so feel like that yes, they're doing well. So now it is economically developing, the people are doing many work. And Assam's handlooms, and there particularly one it is said that clothes, they're making one gamosa, that is very good, that is very means decorative, and it is means their Assam is what I will say, excellent doing in this handloom works and bamboo works, the tea industry and education also. Now Assam is doing very well. So economically, Assam is developing. I must say it is doing excellent work. The people of Assam, they're doing excellent job now these days.
Okay, okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. In fact, Assam, your city had the great good fortune to host the G20 second employment working group in the city, and employment is going to become one of
Yes,
the.
our honorable chief minister is doing excellent job. Excellent. Means we all feel proud of him. That yes, under his uh, just few days back, we got a letter from Assam government that Assam government is going to give some amount to the schools to create the eco club and do enhancement of eco club in the school. So means they are focusing. Recently, there was a on 17th, last 17th, there was a huge plantation is done in Assam so that we can stop pollution here. Because it is Assam is very, very rich in natural beauties and greeneries, and also Assam government is giving his 100% means to improve those areas. So I highly appreciate our honorable chief minister for that. He's doing excellent job.
You have also seen a remarkable improvement in the civic infrastructure in the city, perhaps.
Yes. It is excellent. It means small lanes are also now developed under his guidance. Everywhere I can see the schemes which is made for the ladies, for the children, for the specially able children, the schemes which is coming from the government side, it is really appreciable, really appreciable. It is working like anything, really appreciable.
Lovely, lovely. Ma'am, what kind of higher education opportunities your city, because principals have to they have to nurture the students in their campus and then also handhold them, make them empowered to take them further to the higher education space. So from a developmental perspective, how good is the higher education ecosystem of Guwahati and Assam at large in your perspective?
No, means it is having a lot of good universities here. Central universities here, IITs are here, a lot of medical colleges are here. Even recently, you know, definitely that AIMS also came in Guwahati. So there is a lot of opportunity. Guwahati University is a very old university. Lot of open universities are there. And Tejpur University is also very famous university. So IIM is here in nearby Shillong. It is IIM. Is many management colleges are here. Even aeronautic engineering college is also available in Guwahati. So I think there is a lot of perspective, and even after that also government is trying to increase more. So I think the student will given enough opportunity here in Guwahati or in Assam to flourish their academic careers.
So what kind of an exodus you are witnessing of the students away from the northeastern part? Are they staying back largely, or there is a larger exodus for higher education from the northeastern region?
They are having the higher education. This sometimes they're going outside also, even foreign countries also for the higher educations. So the children are basically, means I have seen the result and all, not only the CBSE result, I have seen in the state government results also, and the children coming from very poor family also, they're doing very excellent job. So there is means lot of hope. I'm hoping lot from these children that they will do excellent for this state, and they are visiting foreign countries. And even I'm very proud to say that recently you have seen Chandrayaan 3. There one, our Assam boy was there. So it is a proud for all of us. So he was there, and I can see a very bright prospect even. I can see that.
Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. One more thing, ma'am, what kind of formal, institutional, the school university connect, perhaps from the ages of Guwahati Public School and in larger, you are having, so that to orient the, because you have you have taught students in class 11th and 12th largely. So at that age, apart from the core academic, students are also having this fascination, what is like going to the higher institutions per se. So what kind of a school university connect programs you have in place, or what kind of culture of that connect out there in Guwahati?
We are in our school, actually, basically Guwahati Public School is first CBSE affiliated school in Guwahati. And it is established in 1982. And from there it is working. So at that era, it was children mostly gone outside for the studies, because that opportunity was not available where they're looking for. But presently what I am thinking, we are doing the career counseling in the school itself. And also what I feel that now these days, parents' interference in the student career is too much.
Okay.
So like if a child is pursuing a particular course, parents might say that why you are going for that, why you are not appearing for the NEET, why you are not appearing for JEE. And if a child is getting 98% marks, why that child is opting the humanities, why not he is going for science stream? So this type of thing we have to come out first. And I always say the children, whatever you like, what the subject you are feeling interesting, you go in that. That is why I'm happily appreciating NEP culture. Because NEP is saying that the children are not fixed in one era. They can choose. It is an a la carte menu now these days. CBSE is offering so many vocational subjects. Student can opt those subjects and go for that. But the old traditional feeling that my son will be an engineer or a doctor, apart from these two, there is no line. It is not like that. There are so many opportunities are available now these days. So here I have seen in my school that some parents are having that feeling that my son will go for IIT or he will go for engineering, and he even a child is getting 64% in class 10th, the parents want him or her to come in science stream. So this is a parent's choice. Let it go for the children's choice. So I always do this type of counseling to my children, that you choose your own subject. Don't like tell your parents in a very nice way. Like I have a value education paper in class 9-10 also. There, in the book also, it is very clearly mentioned that choose your own subject and do a smart study. So that is why what I feel, that children must choose their own subject. We should not force them. I am always counseling the children or giving the career guidance and telling them what are the opportunities are available. And according to this opportunity, as per their likings, they can choose their career. It is not mandatory that if you are not become an engineer, you are a bad student. It is not like that. So in our school, I have seen one boy who got 98%, 98.3%. And he opted for humanities from the very beginning. He is having a dream of cracking UPSC exams. So children are having certain goals also in their life. So if I say that if you got 98%, why don't you go for science stream? You become an engineer, you a doctor. So we cannot force the children like that now. Now the career counseling means we have to show the children, show the right path to the children that where they love to go. Let them go there. So it is, don't force the children to take a particular subject. Let the children choose as per their own likings.
What is the impact largely on the parental community of these counseling efforts? And
I think it is improved. I think it is parents, it is improved. It is improved and parents understand also now these days. Because of this force from the parents' side, children are now committing suicide also. If they're not getting success in that particular line, they are committing suicide. So what is the ultimate result? We are losing the children. So better let them go. If a child want to be a singer, and if you push him to the engineering ground, so he will be not able to show his best there. So let him sing. So let us train that child in the singing world only. What I feel.
okay.
That is my personal opinion. I don't want to force the children to go for a particular subject or a particular stream. Let them. That is why I'm very much liking this NEP method.
Okay. So the policy is out there which has enabled the children's choice in pursuing an education, and as a principal, you are acting as a pivot to really counsel and educate the parents largely with the advent of a globalized era, with the advent of technology. All academic streams have a future, have a career future. And
yes, why not? Now, recent topic is artificial intelligence. In our time, it was not there. If you ask me, I am not that much aware of artificial intelligence. But if a child comes for this particular subject, I am not supposed to stop him because I don't know that. So we have to know, and we have to tell the parents also that this is also having a bright future. So let the child go for that also. Great. And now the world is full of technology. So let the children go for that.
You mentioned a very interesting part, ma'am. You said that nowadays parents are interfering too much into their children's career and things are improving. So what kind of, because you have so beautifully put your parents' name in your CV, so proudly your mother's name, your father's name, and this should be done, promoted across because we come from our loving parents that way. So what was the kind of an atmosphere when you were growing up, when you were, so do you give examples to the parents of your era? Some examples from there.
See, in our time, parents used to believe the school teacher's version, that what the teachers are saying about my child. They used to believe on that. Okay. In our time, there was corporal punishment was there. Teacher used to punish us, hold your hand and stand outside the class. We never utter about this punishment in our home. Why? Because parents will blame us that you have done some naughty, that is why your teachers punished you. So you must learn what the teacher is saying to you. That is number one. Number two, we have learned, my parents never forced me that you take this line. Actually, I am coming from a family, we are 3 sisters. We are not having brother. So my father from the very beginning told us that we have to be self-dependent because we don't have brothers. And I have seen in my house, my grandparents, my father's father and my father's mother, they're also there in our house. So how to take care of the old age people and how to give respect to those people, that I learned from my house. I have seen my mother and father, how they are doing for their parents. So today, with lots of pride, I'm saying that today my parents are staying with me. Because my father is 86 years old now and my mother is 77 years old now. And they're very much staying with me. And so I'm very proud to be with them always because their guidance, is means priceless. I cannot tell you what is the like, when they are there, I feel that I'm sitting under the tree. So I'm getting the shadow of someone. So something is there on my head. So I'm very much free. What is happening in the house? I don't care. Mama, this is happening. I know she's 77 years old, but she is still telling me, do this, do this, do this. And I'm following that. So that guys is still there. I never seen any tuition master in my life because my mother taught me up to class 10. So same thing I also done with my children. Whatever I'm having, I kept aside, but I taught my children at home, because I have seen that when we used to study in college, at night, if you're studying, my mother used to sit. Same thing I have also done with my daughter. When she is studying higher studies and night law, late night she's studying, I am also sitting with her. My mother used to give me a cup of tea when we used to study late night. Now I am also giving my daughter a cup of Horlicks that please drink and study. I'm also sitting with her. So these things I learned from my parents, that how to take care for your children, how to focus for your children. So I also did the same thing. And when today my mother is unable to do the some work for herself, I am doing that. My daughter is learning from me. So this old tradition I am carrying. So let the present generation also learn this thing. And I will share one thing with you. That is, in my school, we are celebrating Diwali in a different manner. We are collecting two diyas, earthen lamps, from all the children. Two. And we are taking it from the children. We are telling not to purchase. Whatever your father bought it for your Diwali celebration at your house, you bring from there. No need to purchase separately. So that way we are accumulating diyas, and from class 9 to class 12 children, they're supposed to come with two sweets.
Okay.
And we are accumulating that, and we are divided it into three parts. One part is going to Amar Ghar, an old age home nearby our school. One part is going to an orphanage house for girls, and one part is going to an orphanage house that is for boys. So this way, the children of class 11, 12, they are going to Amar Ghar, that is a old age home, and there they are going and celebrating and entertaining the old people there. And also they're learning that when the children are well established, how to take care of their parents, not to leave their parents in old age home. Secondly, the junior classes, they're going to orphanage house to learn if a child is not having their parents, how they are leading their life. Because now the children are having a habit of telling, I need this mobile, my friend is having this mobile. So go and learn that how these children are living their life. So God is so merciful to you all that you are having your parents, and these children are not having their parents. Then also they're studying, going to school. They're not having the 20,000 rupees mobile with them. So this way we are celebrating the Diwali within our school. We are not doing anything inside the school, but we are taking the children to these places so that they can learn from the real life and can take the lessons. So this is practice we are doing here.
I think this is truly remarkable. More than the academics, this is the essence of education. Connecting the kids back to the social constructs, and you are leading it by your own personal example, like an Acharya. I would like to bring in Dr. Surbhi once more on this junction. Yeah.
So essentially, we run a community of proactive parents, ma'am, in our at Rethink India, and this is something what you are living it. That where the grandparents, the parents, and the children compact, the three generations are together, and the learning which the child learns from the parents and then from the grandparents is something loads of experience, and the distilled wisdom which is being granted to the children is something bountiful, abundance for them. That this is the what we say, the real nectar of knowledge, wisdom. So it's really good to hear your thoughts, ma'am, on this.
Lovely, lovely. I would say this is the core crux of a principal's perspective about the social constructs, because this is what will create the skills are fine, the education are fine, but these life skills, these commitment over there, that's what would make us a winning society at large. And that's
Right.
what is out there. Ma'am, you have mentioned a lot about the NEP part, that you are loving the structural framework and all. So how involved and how industrious the job of a principal has become after the advent of the NEP? How complicated it has become, how much workload it has magnified, because this is a forum where we want to have a free, frank perspective. So
No, no,
would like to,
see, when work is there, your mind is also working.
okay.
When work is there, you are taking out the different path that I have to complete this job. So a lot of jobs are there, so you have to complete it. So your mind is working in a positive, constructive manner. When you are sitting empty, maybe some other bad thoughts might come to your mind. But when you're busy with lot of pressure, yes, we are having a lot of work from CBSE, we're having a lot of work of school, our own school work, then some other work is also there, which is coming from state government. We are doing everything together, managing, but there is a thing that team. Team. Together, everyone achieves more. That is team. So my team is helping to complete my work. My teachers fraternity, they're helping me a lot. We are having different groups in the school, like cultural committee, event committee, literary committee, sports committee, quiz committee. So we are distributing our work in a very nice manner. And then your distribution of work, division of work is helping me to complete my job in a proper manner. And I'm always maintaining a diary. What I have to do tomorrow, I'm jotting it today, and tomorrow one by one, I'm completing my job and putting tick, 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 tick. And then that way I found that yes. And if by chance 1 or 2 job is left, I'm carrying forward those 2 jobs for my next day. So I'm first 2, I'm writing that, and then I'm writing the next of the work which I have to do day after. So this way I'm completing my job, and I don't feel that I'm happy, like my mind is occupied in my school, and I'm doing some constructive job for the community, for my children, and for the society. So I'm happy, there's no problem.
What are some of the contrasting aspects, like in the pre-NEP era and the post-NEP era, the transformations pertaining to the efficacy of education at your institution? Because that would help us understand more NEP in action. So before NEP and post-NEP, what are the 3, if I would like to ask, the 3 aspects which have exponentiated the efficacy of school education?
See, first of all, what is happening in NEP when it is came, first of all, people were very confused that there was, in class 9 only, there was a division of science, arts, commerce. Like that, parents used to ask us, or there'll be no exam in class 10. So simply children will go to class 11, like that. So first of all, till now, parents are not clear about the concept of NEP. Some people are also saying that we can take physics, accountancy, and history and can go like that. What any subject can we take? So the first thing is we have to work that we have to give a clear conception of what is NEP is. How it is Balvatika. We have got lot of trainings from CBSE. They gave us lot of trainings, but thing is like that. When the things we are talking, no, it is like a recipe book. When you will go to the kitchen and cook the food, then only you will understand what is it actually.
Wow.
So now NEP is as a recipe book. Let us cook it. Then gradually people will come to know what is inside it and how we are running it. So I gave many trainings in my school. So whenever a new thing's coming in, wherever it is going, there are 2 types of people. One type's gladly accepting this. That is dynamism. One side, they are rigid. They don't want to accept the changes. So those who are not ready to accept the changes, for them, we have to do the more training sessions and let them tell that everything which is coming in the new area, it is coming for a good purpose. So if we act accordingly, then only the good purpose will be solved. Otherwise, no. So that is why Now about NEP, if I say comment anything, I will say it is too early to comment. Let us come into proper force. Let us start cooking in the kitchen. Then I can tell you what is the thing came out.
So how long you feel? How long you feel would be an optimal time frame where we will start receiving the recipes from the kitchen, not the recipe, the cooked meal.
Yeah, this year only it is implementing. We have already started telling children about this. So I think from this year only, class 10th will be in-house examination. So let's see, we are waiting for the CBSE's circular as soon as we'll receive it, because now the children are registration process is going on. And also let's see what CBSE is taking the decision, and accordingly we will act also.
So what's the elation? What's the elation index of the students at large? As you said that kids want to explore and experiment with a lot of career options that way. Parents are fine, they have to be protective. And our Indian culture, like it's both ways. The parents protect the children and the children stand forth for them. But how are the students finding the changes of NEP largely?
Students are like, I must say that students are not that much understanding what is NEP is, at least at present. We are having some very clumsy view about that. Like they can, just now I told now that they can go for physics, history and accountancy together, or like they can take any subject. But they are not understanding in NEP, they're focusing on the vocational subject, because all the children are not equally good in academic subject. Some students are really good in vocational subject. So for them also, the doors are open gradually. It is from the government side, I think almost 56 subject in vocational subject is introduced. I think 56. I forgot the real number, but I think 56 subject is introduced by government.
Ma'am, you have got muted, yeah. Yeah.
So that is why, like, I feel that now it will take some time. Students are not understanding properly what is NEP is now. They will understand when they will start reading and it is completely implemented. At that time only they learn. Or they will say that the class 10th examination, now no more will be board examination. It will be like a school annual examination, and they will pass to class 11. It will be conducted by the school authority like all other classes annual examination. It is like they are feeling is like that. Students, I cannot say that students are now saying anything or commenting anything on NEP, because they are like supposed to go with that phase. Like some people are saying, no, this is okay, this is good only, let us pass, and then the NEP come. Let us pass first, then let the NEP come.
It's a transitional phase. It's a transitional phase.
First batch always suffer, first batch in this transition phase, the first batch is always sufferer, because neither they know the whole thing, or now the teachers are able to tell them or make them understand the whole thing. So that is why the first batch is a very, I have to take a lot of care of the first batch. Those will fall under NEP. So I think
how are the teachers at large finding these NEP disruptions or the innovations per se? What is the general feel out there?
Some of the teachers are accepting, and as I told that some of the teachers are very dynamic. They're saying, no, now the weak children are also going to do good results. Some teachers are saying like that, and some teachers say, no, don't know, we will do mistakes or what, we are not properly able to understand this. So this type of mixed feeling.
So as a principal, the onus of change management has grown tremendously on your shoulders, because the word of VUCA, the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, the way we saw the honorable principals taking up the courage to face the, I would say, the disruption which happened because of the COVID pandemic. I think NEP was yet another structural disruption. And that's where the principals are really playing a great role in the community, stabilizing all these complexities which have come all of a sudden, and the kind of magnified aspirations. So one last question, and we will put this lovely, very illumining session, and from a very hearty principal from Guwahati, I would say, full of heart, full of anchored into the civilizational virtues of Bharat, where it's really very, very touching today. And the kind of experiment you said that you're igniting with the kids, ki, bhai, this is the real education, essence of education. How is your professional qualification as a lawyer and a master's in business administration helping you out both sides? Because law is again the stratified aspect and business is all about handling the innovative perspectives. So how are these two professional degrees of yours aiding your much more exponentiated, challenging role as a principal?
So actually, law I studied when I was doing my MCom. There was a subject called mercantile law. We studied it now, which is known as commercial law. So that subject attracts me a lot when I was studying MCom. So because at that time I thought that I can do also something, because that time, no, like the career was fluctuating. What I will do, I have not decided at that moment. Even sometimes I used to thought as soon as I will get a job, I will purchase a scooter and roam around here and there. So that feeling was also there sometime. So like some people told me it is a good combination. If a commerce student go for a law, then he will get a good job in MNCs, multinational companies. Like it will help you in administrative job also in companies. So with others view, in our time, there was very less counselor was there who was supposed to show us the right path to move. Like whatever the uncles and neighborhood uncles and father's friend, they used to suggest us, we used to go like that. So same way, some people told me that you go with law, it will help you in your future. So in Ranchi, the law classes used to happen in the evening time. And morning time was the university time was the morning time. 7:30 our commerce MCom classes start. So evening time I used to go to the law college to do my classes. So I thought that let me do this too simultaneously so that it will help me in my career. That way I completed. And after that completion, people told me that now the new courses are coming, MBA. So which is I have completed my MBA in 1993. So you can understand that at that era, what was the importance of MBA? Some people do. I was good in studies, basically, actually. So I love to do studies also.
So I think you are a living embodiment of the precursor of the NEP, that you can really take a physics, commerce, and accountancy and explore your moorings later in the time. I think you are quite an embodiment of that. And this has been really a terrific session, Dr. Chatterjee. And I would say so much things to learn from you. And this is what the core purpose of this principal's perspective, coming all the way from the Shakti Peeth of Ma Kamakhya Devi, and the whole span, and with so, I would say, verve and vivaciousness, and with so much of openness. And you said in the very beginning itself that it's not a subordinate or a junior kind of a thing. It's a equanimous kind of a role.
Actually, in our school we call GPS family. We have a Facebook also, and we are sending like a Happy Durga Puja from GPS family. We and in our school we have two other practices which I want to share with you all. In assembly, every day in assembly, we call the birthday boy and girls on the stage, and we sing the birthday song for them. And I always say that today 2 family members or 3 family members from GPS family, they're celebrating their birthdays, to let us pray to the Almighty for their long life, good health and prosperity. I say like that because I always say the family members, not students. So we call it GPS family. When we're wishing the parents for anything, for Durga Puja, for Navratri, for Christmas, for everything, we always say Happy Diwali from GPS family. So we never consider it is a place where there is a autocratic leadership will go. It is not like that. We are here very much as a family, and my teachers and my family members, so we are all together working. So there is nothing like I am the boss and they're my subordinates. So this is the present practice is going on in my school.
This is really so very inspiring and illuminating, ma'am. And we hope that our viewers and your peer principals from across the country, they would really find some or the other innovative and I would say heart-rending, touching nuggets of what you are really practicing out there. Because any policy, it has to be translated into programs and practices at the grass root level. I would now like to request Dr. Surbhi to just sum it up, and then we will close today's session. It has been really, and we were so very fortunate to have Dr. Chatterjee right from the far east corner of Bharat, someone, the nation which is giving light to the whole world. So coming from the land of Ma Kamakhya, this has been really our privilege. Over to Dr. Surbhi.
Yeah, so thank you so much, ma'am, for coming and illumining us all on the Principal's Perspectives talk show series, wherein you have really unraveled the beautiful journey which you have, and so much of learning embedded in each and every experience of yours. And I think the multidisciplinarity, the interdisciplinary learning, which you are, accommodating in your entire pedagogy, and the way you appreciate the community spirit, how Diwali is being celebrated at the school, how students are being, interacting with the old age, and how they're connecting to their parents, the parampara of Acharya, the Guru Shishya parampara, and the Abhibhavak, the parents, that also compact, the school student parent compact which you are creating at your institution is really worth accolading. And also the beautiful synergies which you have depicted in your talk about the family perspective, the journey of a woman, of a edu leader who is a lady, how she's dealing with her family roles as well, and taking the legacy forward with career, balancing it all out. It's really beautiful, ma'am, scintillating to hear you. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your precious time and views on the principal's perspectives. Thank you.
I close this session with so much of namaskar and pranams to Dr. Chatterjee and the entire GPS family per se. And we hope that the spirit of G20 this year, which was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and perhaps the GPS family is living and leading the GPS Kutumbakam perhaps, and may it flourish and grow by leaps and bounds. And जो एक बात कहते हैं कि the northeastern states, they are the Ashtalakshmis of our country. So yes, let they flourish more and more and become a beacon of excellence to the entire northeastern and for the whole country per se, because this is the light, the glorious light which is coming from the Ashtalakshmi state of Assam. So many pranams to you, and thank you so much. We'll close this session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.